You're watching River City News.
The San Antonio Book Festival returns tomorrow and promises to have thousands in attendance. For some, it may be the opportunity to meet their favorite author, and for others, a chance to develop a joy of reading. We sat down with Anna Dobbin, the literary director for the festival, to get more insight on why this is a must-see if you've never been. This morning, we are joined by Anna Dobbin, the literary director of the San Antonio Book Festival, the 13th one that's going to be happening this Saturday. We are so excited and we're ready to talk all things. How are you, Anna?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, so exciting. Books are a big chunk of education, of growth, and they're very important to the community. Let's talk a little bit about what we're expecting to see for those who would like to attend.
Absolutely. So people think about reading as a solitary activity, but you can gather together and talk about books and meet your favorite writers at the San Antonio Book Festival, which is happening this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., April 12th, at the Central Library of San Antonio and the UTSA Southwest Campus downtown. And it's just a party for pages. And we're so excited. 100 authors, tons of author panels, book signings, food trucks, and activities for children and teens.
Wow, it sounds like such a fun event. And it happened to fall on National Library Week. Was that just a coincidence or was this planned?
This is just a coincidence, but we're really excited to be partnering with the library every year to have the San Antonio Book Festival.
Okay, I definitely think this will be a great event to attend. And this is an all ages event. We're going to see all types of genres and books across the board for everyone of age.
Yes, this is a festival for all ages, from 0 all the way to as long as you can read. And it's for voracious readers and reluctant readers. There's kids' books that are some of my favorites coming to the book festival. Matt de la Pena, who was the first Latino award winner of the Newbery, is coming with his new book, Home, about the meaning of home. So that's for all the little kids out there. There's teen writers such as Erin Entrada Kelly and Kwame Mbalia, who's actually a writer for Marvel. And they're coming with their new book, which is really cool. But then there's also romance, there's romantasy, there's mystery, thriller, and tons of history and your good old-fashioned novels. So it's going to be a really exciting event.
It definitely sounds like so. This is the 13th consecutive year. Let's talk about how this festival came about. How has it evolved?
Absolutely. So the first festival was on Central Library grounds, and there were very few authors out there. It was just kind of like we tried something, but 5,000 people showed up. And the book festival has actually grown in both number of authors and in attendance over the years. Authors really want to come to San Antonio. These writers that you've heard of really want to be here. Writers like Linda Holmes, who's got her big show on NPR. Nate DeMeo, who's one of the first podcasters. They're so excited to come to San Antonio. And let me tell you, everyone says how good the food is here and how good the tacos are. So I think that authors just want to come to try the tacos too.
You're going to make me hungry sitting here.
I know.
So now that we are kind of in a transitional phase with technology evolving around us, let's touch base a little bit about the importance of having a physical copy of a book in front of you, and especially for an event such like this.
Yeah, I always think about how books are the only thing that are ad-free at this point. There's ads on TV all the time. You hear ads on Spotify. Even if you have your audiobooks, you get ads on Kindle, all that stuff. And a book is such a good way of getting an unbroken experience through someone else's mind, through learning something new. And having that copy of that book, the physicality of turning pages, there's just something beautiful about that. And Nowhere Booksellers are our official bookshop at the book festival. They're a local store here in San Antonio, independent. They are fantastic, and we're so excited that they're selling books for us again.
That's great. I remember growing up, and one of the books or series that really caught my attention, and I feel like trying to navigated me into being more enthusiastic to read books, was Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief. What would be that book for you?
I love Percy Jackson. Did you know Rick Riordan is from San Antonio?
Okay, I didn't know that. Good
I know,
fact.
isn't that neat? I do think that the Babysitters Club series was very big for me, especially as now someone who grew up to be an organizer of events. That's kind of what Christy was doing the entire time in the Babysitters Club. So that book had a huge impact on me. And one of the things that I love about the book festival is that we also do something called Authors in Schools, which starts tomorrow, where we bring authors into local schools here in San Antonio and give out free copies of the books, and students get to hear from these authors. So we're going to, 5 schools tomorrow, reaching over 2,000 students. And it's just a really good opportunity to give those kids the chance to find their Percy Jackson, to find their Babysitters Club.
That is so touching. And it's very important, especially with literacy rates going up and down across the state, across the country. I think this is a beautiful thing that we're implementing this weekend, and the weather's going to be perfect for it.
Yes, the weather is going to be perfect. This is a completely free event. It's from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you can come out for just a little bit of it, grab lunch at the amazing local food trucks that, it's a selection of some of the best food trucks in the city. And there's a lot of good ones. So come down for part of the day, for all of the day. It is completely free to attend.
All right. Thank you so much for your time and for giving us more information about this wonderful event.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Again, the book festival is from 9 to 5 tomorrow at the Central Texas Library and UTSA Southwest Campus.